Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hope everybody's enjoying the Saturday so far. I done been up since probably about 6 o'clock this morning. Doing a little stuff around the house. Um, Today we're gonna be doing a little bit of everything. I got a Tahoe that I got to put some control arms on. I'm gonna tinker around with the carburetor on my Impala, and oh yeah, I got to take the lights. I got to take the wiring for the lights, the LED lights that I showed y'all in the last video. Because I don't want to buy. I don't want to buy no lights yet, and it might be something to, according to how I got them wired. Because I got them used, and I think they work. I just don't think they're wired quite right. So I might have to adjust that and see how they work then. If I got to get some more, I just get some more because they come with the new pigtails and everything. But I'm gonna get y'all turned around so you can see the parts, and then I'm gonna get this thing set up on the jack stands, and I'll just kind of be turning y'all off and on as I work. So y'all just stay tuned. All right, I had to bring Big Red from the dealership for this one. I don't think I'm gonna have a whole lot of trouble, but if I can avoid using my air where I can, I will. So I had to get my charger, and shout out to Josh Davis. He's an independent tool salesman in the area. He got me 2 more batteries because my original battery, it went out. But I got one ready, got my charger. So I'm ready to get some stuff done the way I ain't got to use so much air hose. And these are the control arms that I got to put on this Tahoe. Left and right and whatnot. I'll probably show y'all more of it once I get it out the box. And y'all already know about the lights. Boy, they look good sitting in there with they ain't even on. I so hope I can get them to work. I like how they look. But anyway, this is the Tahoe that I got to do some work on. As you can see, down here, no concrete, so I had to get it set up on the wood because I'm gonna try to put the jack stands back here. That way I can move the suspension like I want to get the lower control arms off. It shouldn't be that bad. I think they worn out on it. Maybe the wheels did it, maybe it didn't. Nice looking wheels and everything, but just I'm not really into supersized wheels on any vehicle. Not unless I done upgrade my suspension first, but I don't try to judge nobody for what they got. What you put on your vehicle is what you put on your vehicle. So I'm gonna go in there and get the big red jack stands. And then I'm gonna get this set up and try to get these wheels off and get started on this. So y'all just stay tuned. All right, y'all, real quick, we messing with the carburetor. I got the fuel bowl already taken off. I know I probably should have videoed it, but most of y'all looking at the video, y'all know how to take a fuel bowl off a carburetor. You ain't got to see that. But I got my 4 fuel bowl bolts here. I got the sight screw here off the side of the fuel bowl. This is the actual fuel bowl. And no, the float's not set like that. It's just because ain't no gas in it. It's resting down on the bottom side of it. But of course, the accelerator pump, which I'm not messing with, and that's the seal off the side where the sight screw go at. So what I'm getting ready to do is I'm about to change out this power valve. I talked to the carburetor guru in my life, and he told me that sometimes the power valve can go bad, and it'll allow fuel to get into the carburetor from a different area than what it's intended to while it's at idle. So I got out my trusty box with the leftover rebuild parts in it, and I got me a power valve that had the same number on it as the one that's in it now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap it out, and then I'm gonna get ready to put it back on, and I'm gonna crank it up. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave that sight screw out, and if the float's set too high, I can use the 5/8 wrench for the lock nut, and then I can adjust that as it's running and see if that helps anything. So y'all stay tuned, and hopefully I'll be hopefully I'll be cutting y'all back on when I got it running again and running smooth. All right, y'all just stay tuned. All right, real quick, I just want to show y'all this too. A lot of people make that mistake when they messing with these messing with any of the internal parts in the carburetor. I already had got it loose with the adjustable wrench. Of course, they're not designed to be super tight. This piece is made out of aluminum. I don't care if you got one made out of billet or whatever that the stuff is that's supposed to be like so much lighter and stronger. The best thing for you to do. No, I didn't know it was a gasket on there. That might have been some of my problem. I didn't know Man, I had 2 gaskets on the thing. But it'll be all right. This one ain't got that one. But what you want to do, you want to just put that down there in there and get it started. And then you want to just snug it down. It don't have to be super duper tight. Just snug it down because you don't want to crack the seal. But that might have been why I had extra fuel coming in there, because it's not designed to have 2 seals on it. I'm surprised that when it was on my truck it was running like it was running. That power valve might not be bad. I put it in the stash just in case. Never know, might need it for something else. But I'm gonna go ahead and snug this down. Snug this power valve down, and then I'm gonna put it back on the car, put it back together, and hopefully I probably won't be able to show y'all the actual tuning part and putting it all back together. But hopefully when I cut y'all back on for real this time, I'll have it running and I can go ahead and tune it, and I'm gonna have to get my timing light out so I can see engine RPM and get it set where it's supposed to be in the 80s. You never know, I might be able to test drive it today. So y'all just stay tuned and keep your fingers crossed. All right, y'all, I done tinkered with this thing and tinker with it and tinker with it. And I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and rebuild it. So I'm gonna go to the parts store and get a rebuild kit. If they got one in stock, I might just go ahead and get them to order it, even if they don't. And I'm gonna have to rebuild this thing because it's throwing a whole bunch of fuel in the carburetor, even when I turn the meter and screws all the way in. And now, since I cleaned out the I took the fuel bowl off, like I showed y'all earlier, and then replaced the power valve, and I tried to blow out the circuits, and it's actually worse than what it was before. It's dumping so much fuel in the cylinders to the point that it won't even try to run now. So, it's just a little small setback that I got to deal with, and that I'm gonna try to see if I can get figured out. If I rebuild the carburetor and get everything all cleaned up and whatnot like it was before I took it off the truck, and it worked, then great. If not, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump on to the next thing. It might be distributor, or I'm absolutely positive that it's not ignition timing, because I set that dead on before I had put this water pump up here. And you know, on these 305s, the timing pointer is actually straight down behind the water pump. It's not like angled off to the side like the 350s and the 400s, small blocks. But I'm gonna go ahead and stop with this particular issue today. I don't know if I'm gonna mess with them headlights or not, because I might have to look into the pigtails that normally come with these LED 4x6 assemblies. But while I got the camera up this way, I'm gonna show y'all the plugs that came out. These was the 4 that came out of the driver's side of the engine block, or the engine, and as you can see, they still wet even after I done took them out. It's literally dumping fuel in. I'm probably gonna have to change the oil again too. And this is the ones that came out of the passenger side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and order a rebuild kit. I'm gonna take that off, tear it all down, and clean it up real good, and rebuild it, and set my float levels and all that, and put it back. And then if it don't do what I needed to do, then I'm gonna look further into that distributor, because I think this distributor that I put in here was the one I took out my truck, and I don't remember nothing being wrong with it at the time. But I also can't say that it was fine when I took it out the truck. So I could have 2 problems causing the same thing. And I also could just have some trash in this carburetor. Anybody that know carburetors of any type, whether it be a Harley, a Carter, Edelbrock, Quadrajet, the circuits that's inside the carburetor are very, very small. And it don't take nothing but a small piece of sand, a grain of sand, or a small piece of trash to get in there, and then have the carburetor acting crazy. So I'm gonna just, before I hurt the motor that I'm trying not to replace right now, I mean, I want to put something, of course, more stronger in it, but not right now. I'm just trying to get this thing running the way I can drive it and have like a backup vehicle until I, get finished doing stuff to my truck. But like I was saying, if that don't work, then I just do the process of elimination. But I'm sure that I'm getting fuel, as you can see over there in the little sight glass deal. So it's getting fuel. And it's only a stock replacement fuel pump, so it ain't like it's getting more fuel than what it needs. So I think all that part is straight. It's just something simple that's inside this carburetor. A lot of people don't like to rebuild them. Um, I can do these, so that's why one of the main reasons it's even on here. That way, if I do have to rebuild them, I know how to already. The Quadrojets and the Edelbrocks, I don't really mess with them too much, and I haven't in the past, so I just try to stick with what I know. So it's easier for me to repair. But that's gonna be it for today, people. I was hoping that I would be able to maybe test drive the thing today, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back on this Tahoe. I actually got to run to Orangeburg to get the parts. This particular customer, he got leaking struts. So I'm not gonna put them lower control arms on there, because what I don't do is I don't practice putting stuff on people's vehicle that's not gonna fix it. That's not the way I work. If I put something on there, I want to fix the actual issue. So this one actually been leaking for a longer period of time than the other one. So anytime you got leaking shocks on a vehicle, then eventually you're gonna have a rattling sound when you go over bumps, and pretty much as the suspension articulates over uneven surfaces. So that's gonna be it for today. I already got them boats soaking on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out. So as always, y'all stay encouraged, be blessed, and keep wrenching. Y'all have a blessed rest of your Saturday.